Right away now is Hannah Pukas is going to have the serve right to left, and we're underway. Alexander receives, Lang back set right side. A swing across from Ham goes wide, and Oregon gets the first point, 1-0 Ducks.
It was a nice set from Hawaii. Just Ham hits it a little too hard over that back line, and the Ducks take the point.
Pukas, the setter, soars it across. Alexander receives it, Lang, a bump set on the near side. Ham hits it across, dug out by Collier. Pukas sets, left side, Gonzalez taps it across. Diving play, Lang. Ikanaga gives it to Ham, goes off the blockers, gets the kill.
Awesome play there from Ham, rifling that ball, goes off the blockers and out of bounds, and the Rainbow Wahine pick up their first point of the match.
1-1 here in the first set. Here's Ikanaga to the serve. Ikanaga bottoms it over. Gonzalez receives it. Overpass, and Alexander cleans it up. 2-1. Rainbow Wahine go up.
Awesome job there from Alexander, recognizing the overpass. She rises up and clobbers it down.
2-1, and here is Ikanaga. Rifles it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas in the middle, tapped over by McGee, dug out by Ham. Miscommunication though, as it falls to the floor, and Oregon's able to even it up 2-2.
And just miscommunication there from the Rainbow Wahine. No one going to that ball, and it hits the ground.
Gabby Gonzalez to serve, all Pac-12 first team this season. Her only season with the Ducks after transferring from Ohio State. Lines it over. Lang will now set it to the left side. Alexander off the blockers, popped in the air. Gonzalez. Pukas pushes left side. Collier hit the ball, but also hit the net. It's the third match of the season. Serve over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas to the left side. Collier a swing, or dug out in the back line by Wagner. Quickly in the middle, they get it to Igidi. Fires to the far sideline and gets it to go.
It was a really nice dig there from Wagner, getting on the ground and keeping that rally alive.
4-2, Hawaii with the lead. Hawaii won against Iowa State yesterday. They won the last 3 sets after dropping the opening set 25-16. Ham hurls it over. Gonzalez receives. Pukas near the net to the right side. Lewis couldn't get it to go first. Double touch, they say, on Pukas.
And it's another point for Hawaii. They're off to a hot start in this first set.
Hawaii had a hot start against Iowa State yesterday. Started up 7-2 as Ham lines it into the net. And the point goes to Oregon as they get the serve back 5-3.
And the Ducks catch a huge break there. Let's see if they can get some momentum going in their favor.
Here's Georgia Murphy, the libero from the Woodlands, Texas. 5-time All Pac-12 honorable mention player. Paddles it into the net. Each team trades service errors. Hawaii gets serve and possession back.
Back-to-back service errors, and the Rainbow Wahine keep their 3-point lead.
Here's Kaylin Alexander, impressive sophomore. Springs it across, too far. And another service error.
That's 3 service errors in a row. Let's see which team can break the streak.
Oregon served the ball pretty well yesterday against Southeastern Louisiana. Hawaii, on the other hand, not their strongest serving night. As Daly McClellan missiles it into the net. Man, back-to-back service errors.
4 service errors in a row. I've never seen anything like this.
Igidi to have the serve. One of the most impressive players in this tournament. Lines it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas sets in the middle. Collier clobbers and can't connect in bounds.
Collier fires that ball to the back line, just barely missing over the back line there.
Igidi to have the serve. The senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Belts it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas back set. Bacon on the slide. Blocked back by Wagner. And the Rainbow Wahine are feeling it. 9-4.
What a rejection from Riley Wagner, rising up and bombing that ball right back down.
5-point Hawaii lead. Igidi launches it across. Gonzalez receives it. Running set on a bump from Pukas as Collier on the near side. Can't fit it in, goes wide one more time, and it's 10-4.
And Collier just barely misses.
Igidi to serve on the near side. Fires it over. Gonzalez receives it. Murphy will bump set it to the near side. Collier rips it through the trees. Alexander pops it up. Lang in the middle. Evans taps it too wide.
And there's a misfire from Hawaii, just missing that ball off the left sideline. And the Ducks pick up the point coming out of the timeout.
10-5, the timeout pays off. There's Mimi Collier, the sophomore from Lincoln, California, Pac-12 Freshman of the Year a year ago, as she lines it over, received by Ham to the left side. Wagner wallops and gets it off the block for the kill.
And it was a really nice bump set from Ikanaga, setting it up perfectly, just a misfire there over the back line.
11-5. The Bows leading. Here's Kate Lang, the junior from Keller, Texas. Rips it way over. Gonzalez tried to get it to go, and then Murphy was sliding in the back of the gym trying to save it. She couldn't. It's an ace from Lang, and it's 12-5.
It was an awesome effort there from the Ducks. Murphy getting on the ground way in the back of the gym trying to keep that play alive.
The energy just seems really, really strong right now on Hawaii's sideline. Lang launches it over, diving play Gonzalez, bump set from Pukas behind her head, roll shot from Collier, diving play Ikanaga, Lang back set right side, Ham rips it, dug out by Murphy. In the middle, Collier will rifle it across, Alexander digs it out, standing hit across from Alexander, dug out by Murphy. Pukas to the left side, Gonzalez launches, an overpass on the dig. Pukas right side, Bacon thrashes, dug out by Hawaii. Wagner off the trees, popped in the air, Gonzalez, Pukas in the middle, Collier pounds, but another great dig. Wagner a roll shot, and it finds the campfire zone. What a rally, ending with the kill from Wagner.
And Hawaii just seems to be doing everything right. They keep all that momentum after winning the long, competitive rally.
13-5, Hawaii leading. Lang rockets it over, diving play Gonzalez, Pukas somehow got it across on a diving play. Ikanaga will set it for Wagner, who taps it over, Pukas pops it up. Murphy will bump set it to the left side, Gonzalez slugs, diving play in the back line, Alexander. Lang sets for Wagner, short on her swing, and Oregon gets the point on the attack here from Wagner.
And it was an outstanding diving play from Hannah Pukas, keeping the rally alive, and the Ducks are able to capitalize and win the point.
Elise Ferrer to serve it. Had 3 aces a day ago. Was just the 11th Duck all time to have 3 aces in an NCAA tournament match. The senior from Bakersfield, California, bounces the ball and belts it across. Received by Wagner. Lang sets in the middle, Ham blocked back. Heather Evans was blocked back as there's a back set to Wagner, who thrashes it across. Ferrer the dig. Pukas to the near side. Gonzalez smacks it, dug out Ikanaga. Alexander will tink it over. Gonzalez digs it. Pukas in the middle. Collier strikes and succeeds off of Ikanaga.
Collier rises up and hammers that ball down. What a play from the Ducks offense to pick up another point.
What a beautiful play by Collier, targeting that far sideline. Ikanaga had nothing to do with that one. As Ferreira lollipops it over. Wagner receives, Lang to the left side. Swing across from Ham, paddled around by Oregon. Gonzalez pushes to the back line. Lang jumped up to save it. Ikanaga set it for the far sideline, and Kendra Ham's rejected.
And Ferreira's doing a really nice job both at the service line and digging out those tough shots that Hawaii's hitting at her.
13-8, Oregon on a 3-0 run. Ferreira fires it over. Wagner receives it. Lang sets far side. Ham hurls. Dug out by McClellan. Pukas will set it in the middle. Collier rifles it off the trees. Dug out by Ikanaga. In the middle, Alexander strikes it through the trees and finds the floor.
And it's Alexander picking up where she left off with her 18-kill performance last night, picking up her second kill of the match so far.
14-8, 6-point Hawaii lead. Hawaii hitting just 100, but Oregon in the negatives hitting negative 111. Wagner unwinds too far. Oregon gets the point, 14-9.
And Oregon catches a huge break there as they get the ball back on the service line.
Third service error for Hawaii. Here's Pukas. Propels it across. Alexander receives it. Lang set in the middle. Tapped over by Evans. Popped in the air. Pukas jump attempt. somehow found its way back on Oregon's side. To the far sideline, Alexander thrashes it for the kill.
Just an awesome job from Hawaii, not giving up on the play, getting down there, keeping the play alive, and they're able to take the point.
What a phenomenal dig on the dump attempt from Pukas. She had 5 kills against Hawaii earlier this season, was looking for a first there, couldn't get it to go. Here's Ikanaga, soars it over, received by Gonzalez. Set in the middle, McGee goes off the blockers, popped in the air. Far sideline, Alexander rips it. Somehow on the side of Hawaii is McGee gonna get credited for the kill as she tapped it across.
Awesome job there by the Ducks. They're able to cut the lead down to just 5. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going in their favor.
15-10, Hawaii leading. Here's Gabby Gonzalez from Marietta, Georgia. Gives it over. Alexander receives it. Lang set in the middle. Igidi able to slam it home.
It's Igidi nuking that ball down to the hardwood. Awesome play from Hawaii to get the lead back up to 6 in this first set.
Really great quick set there, and Igidi targeting that far sideline. Nobody was there. Here's Ham, hurls it over. Murphy receives it. Lewis popped it in the air. McGee taps it across. Alexander digs in the middle. Igidi rejected. Collier, the wall.
Mimi Collier rises up and rejects that ball. Awesome job by the Ducks defense picking up their second block in this first set.
Oregon, one of the best blocking teams in the country. Here's Georgia Murphy. Missiles it over. Ikanaga receives it. Lang sets. Alexander rips off the block, out of bounds. Point Hawaii.
And Alexander has just been phenomenal in this first set. She's hitting over 500. She's just been dead accurate.
Is the leading kill getter for Hawaii the first time through against these two teams all the way back in the 3rd match of the season in August. She skies it across. Gonzalez, trouble with the reception. It goes over the net. Out of bounds it goes. And it's 18-11. Timeout going to be called by Matt Ulmer.
And Hawaii's just...
Jump serves it across. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas a running set, back set for Lewis. Launches it off the trees for the kill.
It was a perfect set from Pukas, and Lewis rises up, clobbers that ball, goes off the hands and out of bounds. Awesome job from Oregon coming out of that timeout.
Good play design from Matt Ulmer, getting Morgan Lewis involved. It's turned into the Ducks' #1 option down the stretch. McClellan missiles it over, received by Ham. Lang sets in the middle, roll shot, Alexander, diving dig Murphy. Pukas set in the middle, Gonzalez a roll shot, dug out by Ham. Lang sets far side, Wagner wallops off the blockers, off of Gonzalez, gets the kill.
Awesome job there from Wagner, targeting that back line. She keeps it in perfectly, and Hawaii picks up another point.
19-12, 7-point Hawaii lead. Igidi to have the serve. Lines it over. Murphy a low reception overpass. Wagner tried to clean it up. Saved by Oregon. Collier cracks it. Misses the block. And now Collier's arguing off the block, and Matt Ulmer is going to challenge this one.
It was an awesome job there from McClellan, getting on the ground to keep that rally alive.
Looks like we're getting the ruling here. Off the block, they say. Collier gets the call correct. Matt Ulmer wins the challenge.
And that's huge for the Ducks. Let's see if that can shift the momentum in their favor coming out of that successful challenge.
Makes it 19-13 instead of 20-12. So it goes from an 8-point score to a 6-point score. Collier catapults it over. It's an ace.
And it's a huge ace for Mimi Collier. After the successful challenge, Oregon picks up another point.
Mimi Collier leads Oregon in aces. That one, her 43rd of the season. Just a fastball, and Ham had nowhere to go on that one on the serve receive. Collier lines it over. Ham receives it. Lang backs at Alexander. Cross court dug out by McClellan. Pukas sets left side. Gonzalez goes off the blockers. Diving play, Ham. Wagner pushes to the far side. Collier digs it out. Pukas to Gonzalez. Pushes through the trees. Ham got it in the middle for Alexander, who roll shots it too far. And Oregon gets the point. 19-15. The Ducks a couple of points after the timeout. And now it's her feeding her, and now she's at the service line. Cannonballs it over. Wagner receives it. Joustin tipped over, dug out by Murphy. Gonzalez rips it. Alexander digs. Lang set for Wagner. A dink. Pukas got her paw in it, and she tried to feed it for Murphy, who missed it. Falls on the side of Oregon, and it's a 5-point Hawaii lead, 20-15.
And it's an awesome effort from the Ducks trying to keep that rally alive. So many players getting on the ground.
Here's Lang. All Big West second team. Belts it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas back set. Collier clobbers off the trees, off of Alexander for the kill.
And Mimi Collier is just doing everything right for the Ducks. She's putting the team on her back, leading the team in kills. She also has a service ace, 2 digs, and a block.
Goes off the block to Wagner. Had a good blocking night a day ago against Iowa State. Here's Ferreira. Fires it over. Ikenaga receives it. Lang to the far side. Ham hurls. Blocked back. This time, Kara McGee solidifies the block.
McGee rises up and builds that brick wall right on top of the net. There's nothing Hawaii can do about it, and the Ducks pick up another point.
20-17, Oregon crawling their way back. Ferreira lofts it over. Ikenaga and Wagner were in the area. Miscommunication, but Alexander gets a swing off the block. Pukas to the left side. Gonzalez dinks and scores.
And after the lackluster start to this first set, it's just been night and day for the Ducks. They're doing everything right here as they cut the lead down to just 2.
Really great finesse there from Gonzalez, getting it over the first line of defense. And the Ducks bring it within 2. Ferreira lollipops it over. Overpass on the reception from Wagner. McClellan bump set left side. Gonzalez thrashes Alexander. Probably should have laid off it. Went off her left hand, and Oregon back within 1, 20-19.
Gonzalez rocketed that ball. Looked like she was going to miss over the back line, but it touches Alexander before going out of bounds.
Luis Ferreira lines it over. Wagner receives it. Lang far side. Ham thrashes for the kill.
It was a perfect set across the court from Lang, and that ball comes right back to the right side off the shot.
21-19. Through 40 serves, it's a 2-point Hawaii lead. Looks like Kara McGee tried to get the block up, could not. Now we see Talia Edmonds for the first time, serving specialist from Kalamazoo, Michigan. The transfer from Michigan State. Soars it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas near the net. Gets it to Gonzalez. Missiles it off of Lang. Saved by Ikenaga. Tapped over by Evans. Oregon has it. McGee cracks it through the block for the kill.
It was a perfect set from Pukas, setting it behind her back, and McGee rises up and slams it down for the Oregon kill.
21-20. Oregon trying to find a way back into this. Anna Pukas takes a step to her right, charges the line, and tees it up. Sliding play, Alexander, Lang in the middle. Evans taps it over. Gonzalez digs in the middle. Collier rips it, dug out by Lang. Evans will set to the far sideline. Alexander blocked back, saved by Ham. Lang to Alexander, far sideline. Rips and scores.
And Alexander perfectly places that ball in the back left corner. It stays barely in bounds off that left sideline, and Hawaii takes another point.
Really great location. Ikenaga lines it over. Low reception, Gonzalez. Pukas in the middle. Collier dinks. Tapped up by Ham. Ikenaga, rather. Igidi got it over to the far sideline as Pukas gives it to the right side, and Lewis uncorks a laser.
Pukas perfectly sets that ball to the far side. Morgan Lewis rises up and buries it. Awesome job from the Ducks to cut the lead down to just 1.
22-21. Oregon looking to tie. Gabby Gonzalez launches it over. Alexander receives it. Lang sets far side. Alexander thrashes off of Pukas. Murphy set it in the middle. Gonzalez rolls shot heading near the net. Judy misfired. And Oregon gets the point. Double touch on Hawaii. We're even, 22-22.
After the slow start from the Ducks, they fought their way back into this first set, and we're all tied up at 22 apiece.
Heck of a comeback from Oregon. Gonzalez pounds it over. Lang back to Alexander. Cross court kill.
And Alexander's just been doing everything right so far for Hawaii. She picks up her 6th kill, hitting 300.
He's been impressive. Here's Kendra Ham. Transfer from Cal Poly. Rifles it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas backs it. Dink from Lewis. Tapped back. GD got it to the far side. Alexander swings. Gonzalez to the right side. Lewis launches it to the floor.
Perfect set from Pukas, puts it right over the back of her head, and Lewis rises up and uncorks on that ball. We're tied up at 23 apiece.
We're even again, and Morgan Lewis 3 for 4 in her swings, hitting 750. She's been lethal this season. Murphy for the serve. Paddles it over. Ikenaga receives it. Lang sets far side. Alexander belts it too far. Oregon gets the point.
And Alexander just barely.
Looking like we're going to get a ruling. Point goes to Oregon.
Oregon keeps the point. The score is 24-23, and they have set point in this first set.
As here is the replay. Lewis and Bacon on that far side, just a little under it. Set point Oregon. Fans rise to their feet here at Matthew Knight Arena. Murphy knuckles it across. Ham receives it. Lang back set. IGD cross court diving dig by Pukas. Murphy sets for Collier. Roll shot dug out by Ham. Near the net. Joust. Bacon slams it down. Oregon wins.
Bacon wins the joust at the net.
On the near side. Lofts it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas sets in the middle. Gonzalez thrashes near sideline. Point Oregon.
And the Ducks come out after a close first set, just firing to start off this second set.
Oregon's had their fair share of slow starts this season. Able to close strong as Gonzalez lofts it over. Overpass on the reception. Lewis, an overpass on her set, and it's cleaned up for the kill. Kennedy Evans.
Awesome job there from Evans, rising up and slamming that ball down. Great job from Hawaii to tie it up at 1.
Just looked like a poor play from Morgan Lewis. Obviously not a player that sets a lot of balls, as Ikenaga lines it over. Gonzalez a low reception. Pukas sets right side. Lewis launches off of Ikenaga, paddled around, back on Oregon's side on a free ball. Pukas back set. Lewis dinks. Diving play. Ham. Ikenaga somehow save it. IGD got it over. Pukas in the middle. McGee taps it across. Dug out by Ham in the middle. IGD thrashes it for the kill.
And what an effort from Hawaii. Numerous players diving on the floor, keeping the rally alive, and they're able to capitalize off of that and take the point.
Got a challenge on the court.
Challenge by Oregon. They're going to check if there's a net fault here, rolling here.
Challenge was successful. There was a net
Challenge successful. Oregon wins it.
And it's another successful challenge for Coach Ulmer. That's her second so far of the match.
Yeah, he's done a great job with his challenges this season, and you can see right there, Alexander with her right hand getting caught in the netting. It's the subtle things that win championships. Serving it's Georgia Murphy. Missiles it over. Alexander, trouble with the reception, and it's an ace.
And just like in that first set, they came out of the successful challenge with an ace. They do the same thing here.
3-1, Oregon leading. Murphy bouncing the ball. Takes a breath. and soars it over. Ikenaga receives it. Lang sets near side. Alexander off the blockers. Gonzalez jumps up. Murphy somehow saves it, heading to the bench, and Collier can't get to it.
What an effort there from Oregon. Just trying to keep that rally alive, but that ball goes over the backside of the bench, and they can't keep it in play.
Ham to have the serve, waiting momentarily, looking at, I believe, Gabby Gonzalez and her left ankle. Seems like she's a little sore, trying to feel it out. Trainer talking things over with her. That's huge. Gabby Gonzalez has been such a crucial piece of Oregon serve receive.
And Gonzalez is one of 4 Ducks so far in this match with 3 kills.
Taking a minute. Seems to be okay though, just feeling it out. Damn. Hurls it over. Gonzalez receives it. Puka sets right side. Lewis blocked, but it heads out of bounds.
Awesome job there from the Ducks. Lewis rifles that ball, goes off the hands of Hawaii, out of bounds, and the Ducks pick up another point.
Daly McClellan to serve. Oregon leading 4-2. McClellan from Canby, Oregon, catapults it across. Received by Hawaii, right side, Ham off the blockers. Murphy saves it. Gonzalez can't get to it.
And just a fumbled dig there from Murphy. Couldn't get that ball up in the air, and Oregon can't recover there.
4-3. Oregon with the lead. Alexander springs it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas, the left side. Collier cross court, diving play. Ikenaga. Lang sets for Wagner, who dinks and misfires. Goes wide.
It was a smart dink attempt there from Wagner. Just misfiring there. Goes out of bounds off that left sideline, and the Ducks pick up another point.
Amy Collier on the far side. Rips it over. Overpass on the reception, and Bacon launches it back.
Awesome job there from Bacon, recognizing the overpass. She rises up and clobbers that ball home.
6-4, Oregon leading. Collier lofts it over, diving play, Ham. Lang bump set near side, Wagner wallops too far. Point Oregon.
And Wagner aiming for that back right corner, just barely misses off the right sideline. The Ducks pick up another point.
Matt Omer discussing things with the official on the far side scoring table. Stoppage in play. Waiting the serve is Mimi Collier, 7-3. Here's Mimi Collier. Volley pops it across, diving play, Ham. Lang sets near side, tapped over by Wagner, but somehow McClellan got it up. Back on Hawaii's side, Maijidi taps it over, Murphy digs in the middle, Collier clobbers, blocked back, Puka saved it, McClellan saves it into the table. Collier gives a free ball over. Lang, back set, Maijidi through the blockers, McClellan a dig, Puka sets far side, Gonzalez hammers off the blocks, gets the kill.
And what an effort there from McClellan. The pancake dig, and later on in the same rally, diving into the scores table to keep that ball in play.
Couple of phenomenal plays by Daly McClellan. And it was Gabby Gonzalez finishing it off. Collier soars it across. Received by him in the middle. Alexander uncorks, dug out by McClellan. Far side, Gonzalez taps it over. In the middle, Igidi misfires.
And Collier's doing a phenomenal job from the service line, putting pressure on Hawaii.
And they're in a chat, won the tiebreakers and found themselves into the postseason. And after the replay review, call stands. Oregon gets the point, remains 9-3.
And Oregon the call stands, and Oregon is able to keep the momentum that they've built so far in the set.
Amy Collier to have the serve. Propels it across, low reception. Ajiti got it over to Wagner off the blockers. Murphy digs. Pukas in the middle. Bacon slams off the trees. Popped in the air. Lang. Ikanaga pushes to Wagner. Tried to get it across. Blocked back. Saved by Hawaii in the middle. Alexander rifles it off of Murphy for the kill.
And that ball was just absolutely nuked down. It goes off the Ducks and soars out of bounds. Awesome job from Hawaii.
5-point Oregon lead. 9-4, here's Ajiti. He's been held to just 2 kills so far, has 3 attack errors as well. As she palms it over, Gonzalez, a poor reception, hit the netting, and that's gonna be an ace. Ajiti gets the ace.
It's a huge ace for Hawaii as they're trying to claw their way back into the second set.
Ajiti launches it over. Murphy receives it. Pukas pushes. Gonzalez dinks. Goes wide of the antenna. And just like that, a 3-0 rally from Hawaii after the challenge didn't go their way.
Just a misfire there from Gonzalez. She couldn't control that ball and misses out of bounds.
Ajiti serving it. Springs it over. Murphy receives it poorly. Pukas, a one-handed set, somehow got it to Gonzalez, who taps it across. Evans digs in the middle. Evans thrashes, dug on by Collier. Pukas sets for Collier, clobbered it to the near sideline, but misfired. Hawaii back within 2, 9-7.
Awesome job from Pukas there, diving into the scores table, trying to keep that play alive.
How fun. Oregon faced off against Hawaii earlier this year in football. Faced off against them in Hawaii for volleyball, and now we get round 3 between these 2 athletic departments in the fall season. Ajiti lines it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas sets in the middle. Collier catapults it across. And a whistle beforehand. Net violation by Hawaii.
And although we haven't seen too much from Collier so far tonight, the Ducks aren't hesitating to feed her the ball.
10-7. Lead back to 3. Snaps the run from Hawaii. It was a 5-0 Hawaii run. Elise Ferreira fires it over. Received by Ham in the middle lane. Got it to Evans, who pushes it over. Collier digs. Pukas back set. Right side on the slide. Tara McGee.
An awesome job there from McGee, picking up her 4th kill of the match, rifling that ball off the blockers as it falls out of bounds.
11-7. Oregon leading by 4 now. Ferreira, excellent at the service line. Lines it over. Diving play near the net. Dump one. This time Lane gets a kill. The setter.
It's a perfect dump there from Lane. But they're going to give that point to Oregon.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that she hit the netting, and that Oregon's going to get the point. 12-7. Ferreira knuckles it across, received by Ham. Lang sets near side. Wagner pounds it, but blocked back. Saved by Hawaii. Evans goes cross court and is able to connect. Second set hitting 3-12. Looks like we're getting a quick review. After review, point goes to Oregon.
And that's a huge call for the Ducks as it extends their lead even more in the second set.
And it just shows how impressive Matt Ulmer's been on the challenges so far.
He's 3 for 3 so far. He's been perfect with his challenges.
It's paying off. 6-point Oregon lead, 13-7. Ferreira rifles it across, received by Ikanaga, overpass. McGee cleans it up for the kill.
Outstanding job there from McGee on the overpass, rising up and hammering that ball right back down into Hawaii territory.
14-7, Oregon leading. Ferreira rips it over, low reception, not one. It's an ace from Ferreira.
A huge ace for the Ducks. That's their 3rd ace of the night, and everything just seems to be going in Oregon's way.
Tally Hawkes checks in for the first time. First time we're seeing Hawkes today. Ferreira springs it across. Hawkins the diving reception. Lang back set. Alexander rips it. Dug out by Collier. Pukas in the middle. Collier belts it off of Ikenaga. Saved by Alexander. Wagner roll shot. Dug out by McClellan. Pukas back set. McGee smacks it awkwardly. Dug out. Tap over from Evans. Ferreira the dig. Pukas pops it up. Collier free ball to Hawaii. In the middle, Lang for Evans. Diving play. Collier. McClellan got it over to the left sideline. Gonzalez goes cross court. Ikenaga the dig. Lang backs at Evans to the back line. Dug out by Collier. Pukas left side. Gonzalez slugs through the trees. Diving play and overpass. Pukas dumps on the floor. Alexander got it across. McClellan to Pukas far side. Pushed across. Gonzalez. Hawaii couldn't save it. In the very end, it was Hawkins trying to keep it up. And after all that, the key figures that have just consistently poured their hearts into this program, finding a way. Oregon looking to get back to the Sweet 16 for the second straight year. Be their third time since the 2020 COVID season. Went there against Purdue in the Sweet 16 in that 2021 spring season, lost in the first round in 2021, and then in 2022 last season. The Ducks made it all the way to the Elite Eight. Oregon the 2 seed in the region, looking to advance further in the tournament. Luis Ferrer to serve, 16-7, Oregon leading. Fires it over. Hawkins can't receive it cleanly. Ikenaga somehow got it to Wagner. A free ball over. Pukas back set. Misfired. McGee could tap it across, and how about that? Hawaii stays alive and gets a point.
What an effort there from Hawaii. It looked like it was going to be a service ace for the Ducks, but they somehow get the free ball back to Oregon, who just can't capitalize.
What a diving play in the back line by Ikenaga. As the serve comes across from Lang, Gonzalez receives, back to Gonzalez, rips it across. Ikenaga, the reception. Lang got it to Alexander, who uncorks too far. Point goes to Oregon, 17-8. And all of a sudden I'm seeing a little bit of a brace on Gabby Gonzalez's left ankle.
I think they're just trying to patch things up with Gonzalez, but it's good to see her out there on the court.
She's definitely been favoring that ankle, something to look out for. Pukas, the lefty, lines it over. Ikenaga receives it. Lang sets in the middle. Evans slams. Pukas digs. Lewis will set far sideline. Double touch, they say, on Morgan Lewis.
Awesome dig there from Pukas, trying to keep it alive, but it is a double touch on Lewis, and Hawaii picks up another point.
Wagner will check out. Edmonds will check in. 17-9, Oregon leading by 8. Edmonds lines it off the top tape. Gonzalez receives. Pukas goes far side. Lewis uncorks off the trees. Popped in the air. Ikenaga. Edmonds will set for Alexander. Cross court swing. Dug out by Murphy. Far side. Gabby Gonzalez rockets it to the hardwood.
Gabby Gonzalez with an excellent play there for the Ducks. That ankle doesn't seem to be bothering her too much as she's leading Oregon with 6 kills.
Oregon doubling up Hawaii. 18-9. Set number 2. Gonzalez serves it over, received by Alexander. Lang in the middle. Evans blocked back by McGee, saved in the back line. Near side, Alexander blocked back. Morgan Lewis closes the door.
Just absolutely stifling defense from the Ducks. First it's McGee, and then it's Lewis. Just a brick wall built on the net from Oregon.
Gonzalez lines it over. Alexander receives it. Set to the near side. Alexander blocked back. Oregon, another point.
That's another block from Morgan Lewis. Just some outstanding.
Gonzalez to serve. Soars it over. Alexander receives it. Popped way in the air. Matthias on the near side. Alexander launched it. Oregon said it went out of bounds. And Anna Pukas is arguing. And Matt Omer picks up the challenge card.
It looked like Alexander was trying to avoid the stifling block there that the Ducks put up on the net. and she just misfired out of bounds.
And it didn't look like it connected with Lewis's right hand. We'll have to wait and see.
Coach Ulmer's been perfect with his challenges so far tonight. 3 for 3 up to this point. Let's see if he can keep that streak alive.
It's been impressive, not only Oregon's offense, but also Matt Ulmer's challenging today. It looks like Lewis's hand bends towards the middle of the floor and rather not outside. It looks like she turns the hand. Not sure if it looks like it connects with the ball, but that's probably the indication that it missed if it's heading the opposite way of where the ball was heading.
Right, I think if it would have hit, if the ball would have hit her hand, there would have been some sort of reaction there where her hand opens up rather than closes towards the middle of the court.
Point goes to Oregon. And again, it's another attack here for Hawaii with Oregon's tough block causing them to misfire. Side outs. 21-9, Oregon leading.
And Coach Ulmer is just on fire with these challenges.
Gonzalez propels it over. Alexander receives it. Matthias in the middle. Hit across. Diving play by Murphy. Left side, Collier. Misfires. Too far. Wide.
And it was an awesome diving dig there from Murphy, keeping the play alive. Collier just misfires there off that left sideline.
21-10. Oregon leading by 11. Ikenaga bombs it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas in the middle. McGee blocked back. Igidi.
Awesome defensive play there from Igidi, rejecting that shot. She rises up and hammers that ball right back down.
Roof from Igidi, who's been relatively quiet today. Ikenaga will spring it over. Pukas backs at Lewis. Cross court kill.
They keep on going to Morgan Lewis, and she keeps on delivering. That's her 6th kill. She's hitting .667 so far tonight. She's been dead accurate for the Ducks.
Lethal. That's what Lewis has been this season. Came in averaging a .332 hitting percentage. He's really gotten it done well as Murphy knuckles it over. Low diving play by Wagner. Near side, Alexander blocked back by Bacon. Saved on the play by Hawaii. Ikenaga to Alexander. Off the blockers, popped in the air. Gonzalez, Pukas, dump in the middle. Campfire zone kill.
And what a play there from Hannah Pukas. She rises up, no look, dink over the net. It looked like it was going to be a set, and she just has that high IQ play of dinking it into the campfire zone for the kill.
She had 5 kills against Hawaii the first time through in just 3 sets. Back all the way in August. Her second there as Murphy lines it over. Alexander receives it. Matthias gets the kill. How about that? It looked like she was trying to set it to the near side. It went over the net and landed in bounds.
Went over the net, and Lewis rised up for the block. She just couldn't get up there to hit that ball, and it lands perfectly in bounds.
Here's Hawkes to serve. Hurls it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas backs at Lewis. Launches off the blockers. Gonzalez saves. Pukas a bump set to the far sideline. Collier catapults it off the hands of Wagner. Into the stands it goes. 24-12, set point Oregon.
It was an awesome one-handed play there from Gonzalez going over the back of her head, trying to keep that rally alive. And just a beautiful set from Pukas, putting it on a platter.
Daly McClellan with the serve. Launches it over. Low reception, Hawkes. To the near side, Alexander roofed. Hannah Pukas and Carson Bacon with the wall, and Oregon takes a 2-0 lead against Hawaii.
And it's an outstanding defensive play from the Ducks. They're able to close out.
Yesterday, looking to come from behind. Team switch sides, Oregon serving right to left as Pukas propels it over. Alexander receives it. Ikenaga back to Alexander, far side, launches off the blockers, popped in the air, Murphy. Pukas back set right side, Lewis clobbers off the trees for the kill.
Lewis rifles that ball down, goes off the hands and out of bounds, and Oregon takes the first point of the 3rd set.
1-0 Oregon leads. Hannah Pukas lofts it across. Alexander receives it. Lang back set right side. Hawkes rejected. Gabby Gonzalez solidifies the block.
Awesome set there from Hawaii. Hawkes was looking to come down with it, but that ball was rejected by the stifling Ducks defense.
Oregon's defense is just dominating the net right now. 7 blocks compared to Hawaii's 2. Pukas bombs it over. Wagner receives, Lang sets far sideline. Alexander uncorks, misfires. Attack error from Alexander. And all of a sudden, Hawaii down 3-0 in set number 3, hitting in the negatives. Negative .333 overall. Their hitting percentage down to 0.000. Pukas soars it over. Alexander, trouble with the reception. Hakas got it up for Wagner, who gives a free ball to Oregon. Lewis to Pukas in the middle. McGee slams it. Ikenaga digs it. Evans, Alexander, a standing hit across. Murphy a diving dig. Pukas backs at Lewis. Hammers the hardwood. Oregon up 4-0.
Morgan Lewis picks up her 8th kill of the night. She's hitting 700. She's been pinpoint accurate.
Just somehow finding a way to hit the floor as Pukas springs it too far. Service error, point Hawaii.
Pukas misfiring there. That's a service error, and Hawaii gets their first point of this 3rd set.
Just the 3rd service error for Oregon today. The serving's been pretty good for the Ducks. Ikenaga lines it over, received by Gonzalez. Pukas dump attempt, works to perfection. Another kill for Hannah Pukas.
And it's another perfectly executed dump attempt from Hannah Pukas. She knows exactly when the defense isn't expecting it, and she executes.
5-1 Oregon leading. Gonzalez lofts it over. Hakas can't cleanly receive it. It's another ace.
And that's the 4th service ace for Oregon. And they're just racking up these points to start off the 3rd set.
Heck of a start for the Ducks. Gonzalez lofts it over. Hakas receives, Wagner gives it to Alexander, rips it through the trees. Murphy tried to dig it and fell backwards as she was trying to pop it up. Point Hawaii, 6-2.
Seems like Murphy was trying to move backwards to perfectly hit that ball up, and she just can't get it there as the ball hits the ground.
6-2. Hakas bombs it. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas backs at Lewis. Wallops it to the floor.
And it's Morgan Lewis once again with her 9th kill. She perfectly places that ball on the right sideline, just barely keeping it in bounds. Just dead accuracy from Morgan Lewis.
Lewis had just 5 kills yesterday against Southeastern Louisiana. Up to 9 kills now, almost doubling her total from yesterday. 7-2 as Murphy lines it hard over. Wagner receives to the right side. Alexander cross court. Pukas a dig. Murphy bump set near side. Collier blocked back. Haijidi, the roof.
And it's Aijidi's 2nd block of the match. She's been playing some outstanding defense for Hawaii.
Been contained offensively though. Just 2 kills for Aijidi on 7 swings. Hasn't had many options. Alexander lines it over. Gonzalez receives, Pukas back set. Dink from Lewis. And how about that? Perfect placement on the ball from Morgan Lewis for a 10th kill.
And Morgan Lewis is putting that ball in the perfect position every single time. A perfectly executed dink attempt there from Lewis as she gets her 10th kill.
McClellan missiles it over. Alexander receives it tight to the net in the middle. Aijidi rockets it home.
And it's another outstanding play from Aijidi. It was just a defensive play from her, and there's outstanding offense as she's waking up in this 3rd set.
8-4. Oregon leading. Aijidi gets the kill at the service line. Skies it across. Gonzalez receives. Pukas on her knees, sets it for Collier. Roll shot dug out. Aijidi will set it to the left side, hit the antenna. Can't do that. Oregon goes up 9-4.
Just an awkward set there as that ball goes off of the antenna. There's nothing Hawaii's attackers can do about that one, and Oregon picks up another point.
It's kind of what happens when you have a middle blocker trying to set the ball. 5-point Oregon lead. Collier catapults it over. Received by Wagner in the middle. Evans thrashes for the kill.
And Evans hammers that ball down for Hawaii to pick up another point.
9-5. Oregon leads. Kendra Ham serve. from San Diego, sends it over. Gonzalez receives, Pukas backs at Bacon, blocked back. Pukas got her paw on it. Gonzalez will bump set it to Collier, gives a free ball over. Ikenaga in the middle. Alexander rips it through the trees, off the netting, and Bacon's arguing, no, it didn't hit anybody. Went out of bounds. No, and then Gonzalez does say that it did hit her. Bacon and Pukas were adamant. Ultimately, they decide not to challenge. 9-6 as Ham hurls it over. Gonzalez receives. Pukas back to Gonzalez. Belts it to the floor.
They keep on setting up Gonzalez, and she continues to deliver. That's her 7th kill of the match. She's been playing phenomenal.
10-6, Oregon leads. Elise Ferreira at the service line. Set number 3, Oregon leading the match 2-0 overall. Ferreira dribbles the ball, charges the line, tees it up. Ham receives. Matthias in the middle. A swing from Alexander, finds the back line. Inbounds, 10-7, Alexander gets another kill.
There's an outstanding back row attack for Alexander. She picks up her 11th kill of the night for Hawaii.
10-7. Hawaii slowly but surely crawling their way back. Edmonds for the serve. Propels it over. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas sets back for Gonzalez. Belts, blocked back, save. Gonzalez tries again, dinks, popped in the air. Ikenaga will set it in the middle. Alexander, a roll shot dug out by Collier. Pukas sets for Gonzalez, pushes through the trees. Saved on the play, Evans hits it over. Collier to Pukas, right side. McGee just dinks and finds the campfire zone for a kill.
And it was a perfect set from Pukas, putting it over the back of her head, placing it perfectly for McGee to come down on that ball. And Oregon picks up another point, going up by 4.
11-7, Oregon leads against Hawaii. Anna Pukas springs it over. Wagner receives it. Matthias, a dump attempt, dug out by Pukas. Murphy to Gonzalez, roll shot. Dug out by Ham, far side. Off the block, paddled around. Alexander gets the kill.
And Alexander perfectly places that ball in the back left corner to pick up her 12th kill. Collier dives on the floor to try and keep the ball up, but she can't do it.
Ikenaga lines it over. Gonzalez, an overpass on the reception. Point Hawaii.
And that's another point for Hawaii as they cut the lead down to just 2 for the Ducks.
Ikenaga unwinds. Gonzalez receives. Pukas, one-handed diving set. Lewis got it across. Ham digs. Set to the far sideline. Alexander off the blockers. Diving play. Collier. Pukas to the left side. Gonzalez blocked back. Igidi.
And Igidi has just come alive in this 3rd set with a couple of kills and some outstanding blocks on the defensive side.
Ikenaga knuckles it over. Diving play, Gonzalez. Pukas, a one-handed set in the middle. Lewis gives it over. Ikenaga in the middle to the far side. Alexander rips it through the trees. Murphy saves it. Right side, Lewis hammers. Blocked back, saved by the Ducks. Gonzalez dinks, blocked back. Collier got it up. Gonzalez tries again, gets the kill.
And Hannah Pukas is just doing a phenomenal job of setting all her teammates up. She's looking for Gonzalez, she's looking for Collier, she's looking for Lewis. She's firing that ball all around the court and getting the whole team involved on offense.
12-10, Oregon leads. Lined over Gonzalez, too far right side.
And that's the 4th service error for Oregon so far tonight as Hawaii cuts the lead back down to just 1 for the Ducks.
12-11. Oregon started strong in set 3. Hawaii's battled their way back, hitting 294 now in this set. Lined into the net. Point goes Oregon.
Back-to-back service errors there. Let's see if Oregon can get this ball back on the service line and go on a run.
Georgia Murphy bounces the ball. Belts it over. Ham receives. One-handed set. Igidi hit the net. Net violation. Oregon gets the point. 14-11. Lead back to 3.
And Igidi rises up to missile that ball down, but she hits the net, and Oregon picks up the point.
Murphy to serve on the near side. Soars it over. Received by Ham. Matthias to the far side. And it's swung across by Ham for a kill.
It's an awesome job there from Ham, putting that ball perfectly on the back line, keeping it inbounds, and Hawaii takes another point. It's been a very close third set. Both teams have been very competitive.
Alexander with the serve. Propels it across. Gonzalez receives it. Pukas back set. Lewis mishit it. Still got it across. Alexander digs. Right side. Ham rejected. Mimi Collier to the roof.
And it's Mimi Collier picking up her second block of the night.
She has 6 assists so far. McClellan lollipops it over. Alexander receives it. In the middle, Igidi swings it across. McClellan digs. Pukas far side. Collier clobbers for the kill.
And Mimi Collier just nukes that ball down. It goes off of Matthias and into the ground. What a powerful shot there from Collier.
16-12. Oregon with the lead. McClellan lollipops it off the top tape. Couldn't get it across. Fell on Oregon's side. Just the 5th service error for the Ducks.
That's another service error there for Oregon. McClellan just a little soft on that serve, and it hits Oregon side of the net.
Igidi with the serve. Soars it over. Gonzalez pushes the Pukas left side. Collier rockets it off of Igidi for a kill. That one headed towards the tunnel like it was Bo Jackson.
And Mimi Collier, that's back-to-back kills for Mimi. She's just rocketing that ball down into Hawaii territory.
What a huge hit from Collier there. And she catapults it over. Ham receives it. Matthias to the far sideline. Wagner blocked back, but it goes out of bounds. Wagner the kill.
It was an awesome set there from Matthias. Wagner rifles that ball off of the Ducks and out of bounds for the kill for Hawaii.
Kendra Ham to serve. Lines it over. Gonzalez receives. Pukas back set in the middle. Bacon blocked back. Pukas pops it up. Murphy back set. Gonzalez thrashes through the trees. Popped in the air. Ham. Ikanaga to the tack line for Wagner, who got it across. Oregon digs. Gonzalez swings. Dug out again. Wagner taps it over, and Pukas pops it up. Murphy will set it to the near side. Gonzalez cracks it. Back on Oregon side, paddled around. Gonzalez tries again. Cross court, dug out by Wagner. In the middle, Alexander misfires. Oregon gets the point.
And what an awesome competitive rally there. Hawaii was down by just 3. They're not trying to give up any more points, but Alexander just misfires there off that right sideline, and the Ducks go up by 4.
Timeout going to be called by Hawaii, 18-14. Lofts it across. Ham receives it. Matthias in the middle. Evans tapped it over, blocked back. Alexander to the far sideline. Wagner pushes across, blocked back again. To the far side, Wagner got it to go on a waterfall block off of McGee.
And McGee had 2 successful blocks there. Just couldn't get that third one back over the net. She was coming down, and that ball just stays on Oregon's side of the net. Hawaii's able to pick up the point, and they find themselves down by just 3.
18-15. Still not done yet. Edmonds launches. Gonzalez receives. Pukas back set. McGee missiles it home for the kill. Gets one back there.
And Kara McGee picks up her 7th kill of the night. She's hitting .360. She's just been dominant around the net for the Ducks.
On the slide, just works out to perfection. Nobody in the back corner. Pukas palms it over. An ace. Trouble with the reception by him.
And that's the 5th service ace for the Ducks. That's huge for Oregon's momentum going forward in this third set. And Hawaii calls a timeout.
Pukas to serve. Takes a step to her left and gets ready.
Pukas will serve.
Pukas skies it across. Wagner receives it. Matthias to the far sideline. Alexander rockets too far. Oregon gets the point.
And Alexander, who was dead accurate in the first set, is now hitting just 0-50.
21-15. Pukas soars it across. Wagner pops it in the air. Ikenaga saves it in the back line at the attack line. Alexander a hit, low dig. Collier, Pukas to Gonzalez, cross court. Dug out by Ikenaga. In the middle, Wagner thrashes, Collier digs. Pukas near the net, got it to McGee, who taps it with her left hand. Dug out by Ikenaga. Alexander pushes through the trees, dug out by the Ducks. Murphy sets for Lewis, lasers, and a whistle beforehand. Net violation, Hawaii. Oregon gets the point, and the Ducks are up by 7, 22-15.
It was a net violation, so the Ducks got the point regardless, but Morgan Lewis would have came away with the kill there.
Pukas launches. Diving play, Wagner. Ikenaga sets for Alexander, rips it. Murphy couldn't dig it. Goes behind us, out of bounds.
That ball was just catapulted down. It goes off of Murphy and up into the student section. Awesome job there from Hawaii to pick up the point.
Ikenaga rips it across. Gonzalez pops it up. Murphy a bump set. Lewis lasers. A kill.
And Morgan Lewis picks up her 12th kill of the match. She's hitting .650. She's been pinpoint accurate tonight for Oregon.
Gonzalez pops it over. An overpass cleaned up by Lewis. 24-16, match point Oregon.
And it's Morgan Lewis once again. The ball's going over the net, and she just taps it right back over. Outstanding play there from Oregon.
Gonzalez springs it over. Ham receives it, dump attempt, and that's a great dump attempt from Matthias.
And Hawaii with their back up against the wall. They make an excellent play there. They're not going out without a fight.
She'll have the serve. Match point Oregon. Propelled over. Murphy receives it. Pukas back set. Lewis blocked on the side of Hawaii. Waterfall block. To Wisco they go. The Ducks, they are headed to the Sweet 16. But they're going to look at this one, I believe. Nope. Oregon does get it. Hawaii gets swept. Oregon wins 3-0 against the Rainbow.